Everybody. Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so I'm on DC. I will be updating for Murkmire on my PS4 today, and I will be streaming hopefully tonight some Battlegrounds and maybe some Cyrodiil play for Murkmire because it's all about the changes in any game, and especially with Elder Scrolls, they're trying to go more skill base. I commend them for that. I feel like Murkmire is a step in the right direction. With PvP, it's much needed, but there's a lot more work that needs to be done to get PvP under control. For years, the game just had some broken ass systems, man. Also, in 3 days, Atlantis will drop. Now, I've been holding on to DC because I wanted to play Atlantis. I wanted to get up at least one character up to about tier 9. Enjoy the game as much as possible. Now, we also have a bunch of other games coming in on the horizon. And with cross-platforming, or not cross-platforming, accessibility, or adding platforms, one of those being Black Desert Online. It'll be really kind of interesting to see Black Desert on Xbox, and then within a couple of months we're going to see it convert also to PlayStation.
Wanna hear me sing? Don't mess with me!
All right. Let's see. All right. Looks good. So, yeah, I will be playing Atlantis when it releases. I'm looking forward to it. I really, really am. There's a lot of things that, it's just kind of cool to see where its development has kind of taken off. Now, I got to leave soon, so I'm not going to be doing a lot. But I definitely wanted to get on here, do a show, talk about a few things. And, mainly I'm hoping to sometime go back to Elder Scrolls full time in the near future. But like I said, there's just a couple minor changes that needs to happen. And one of them's not really minor. One of them's actually major for me, and that's performance. Performance has been a very lackluster aspect to Elder Scrolls, given the fact about how much revenue they pull in and their inability to upgrade their networking, and just major issues. So I'm very, very disappointed with the performance and bugs that are still occurring 4 years after the fact. So not very, very pleased customer about that, that's for sure. There are a lot of things like that that will weigh on you. It gets daunting, to say the least. I just really want to get this achievement out of the way. So I don't think I have even enough time to do a quick raid. Might have enough time to do these ones. One of them at least. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what one game's doing from another. I've been playing around. I was even going to check out Blast, but unfortunately the system requirements has made doing that kind of redunculous. We'll start off with a troller for the debuffs and stuff, then I'll move into deeps.
Or I yank the leash connected to that collar.
Guess who, Starfire? Wait, what? This ain't Starfire's room. What are you punks doing here?
Whoa, looks like somebody's lost their tour group. It's time to show Big, Dumb, and Ugly the door.
Why isn't it doing it? Yo, Spartacus, what's up, brother? Today is the day. Murkmire console. It'll be interesting. I'm going to be downloading it today. I'm going to be PvPing tonight. Hope you're doing good, brother. I hope you're doing good.
We need to get to the security wing and find out.
It'll be interesting. I think it's a step in the right direction. I honestly do. It's a step. It is a step. Performance is the big thing. Just can we just get good performance? You know.
Security cameras in the common
I can understand if it's on my end. I don't want to see invisible people on the floor attacking me anymore. I don't want to see dead bodies just that I can't target.
Damn it. Raven,
I want to be able to bar swap. It's just simple things, man.
talk to me, buddy.
Simple things, and I'll be fine. And then I'll stop. I'll stop right. I'll get off of fucking their dick and shit.
Deathstroke is here. We need to warn Nightwing. Let's move it.
No shit. I'm going DPS. Let's get through this. I gotta hurry. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Black Desert. I need to get back on Xbox just because of that. Black Desert is really nice, except you just got to be a part of a huge fucking guild. If you're going to take advantage of Node Wars, that's the thing. It's not very solo PvP friendly. You got to get dedicated on Black Desert, man. I put my Xbox One X on 1080p resolution and not the 4K, and it runs everything even better. November 8th is the beta. I know. It's so fucking awesome. A lot of people ask me, you know, when's it come out for PlayStation? I'm like, it won't come out for PlayStation until they're done with Xbox. They stated that. They said Xbox is first and then PlayStation. It will come out for PlayStation, but Xbox gets it first. Xbox will have theirs way before. Which is fine. I mean, as long as they get it right, and they've been working on controller integration for a while now, and I feel like it's going to be good. I've been playing with the controller, so I'm fine with it. I've been playing ESO, Star Trek Online, Koenig and Exiles. Stop playing DCUO at the moment. Too much of a money pit for now. Yeah, well, and I told you, dude. I told you that. That's why I do the monthly subscription. It saves me money. That's what I told you that, man. I can't do the packs. I cannot do it. I know how much money gets wrapped up. That's why I was like, oh, I can't do that, man. I'd be spending more money in this game. I'm cheap, dude. I'm just as cheap as any other person. If I can afford it and I can get a couple of things, cool, you know. But I don't want to keep spending a lot of money on tedious things, and things can add up. I got to go get a 3-month card for Xbox. Do you? Yeah, I need to get my Xbox Live back up. That's for sure. And I still wanted to see what the pricing is for Black Desert. I'll have to look that up, because what it'll be for consoles when it releases. I have it for PlayStation. I mean for PC. So I would like to see them do a pre-order special or whatever or something. I'll have to look that up. Well, Black Desert Combat's probably one of the best combats I've ever played in a minute. The combat system in Black Desert for an MMO is probably hands down the best. I'll be honest. I don't see any other games that can compete with its initial combat system. The problem with Black Desert, it's just there's not a lot of things there that'll keep you occupied as far as like end game, except PvP. So there's no dungeons, there's no trials, none of that. Yo, Phoenix, what's up, brother? No, you need to get a 3-month card so you can join. I know, I know, dude, I know. That's what I'm saying. I need to get on that, man. I'm thinking I have to do my bills and stuff, but like I've signed already up for the beta and stuff, and I want to get on that. It's something I've been wanting to, you know, do anyways. But I don't know if I'll be able to. I had to cut corners, man. I had to cut some major corners, man. My feed streams isn't going on. Should be 29, 39. I'm thinking around that. I'm thinking around 29, 30. I'm thinking about 30. I'm thinking it's gonna be about $30. So I'm agreeing with you, man. Obviously, I think 30 is, you know, target number, right? I mean, it just really is. $30 seems like target, right? It seems like a good target number. But yeah, Black Desert Online PvP is great. It's not very accessible to solo players. I mean, you can PvP once you hit that number, that level, but the problem of it is after 2 kills, like negative karma will kick your ass. So then you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So it's all about Guild Wars where you don't suffer it. So Guild Wars can be initiated anytime. Node Wars, though, are weekly, depending on the nodes. So God, I hate when people do that. 1 second. Local grocery store has Xbox 3-month 24. Yeah, I usually get the ones online. There's a couple of times you can get a couple buck deals, like the emailed ones, the email code cards. So sometimes I get those online if I can find a decent one. If not, yeah, like GameStop, grocery stores. But that is a good price, $24.99. It's like you cut down what, $10, something like that. You get to cut it down by 10 bucks. God dang this thing. Can you please knock this thing down? Yeah, I want to say they're what, typically 29, right? No, so you save $5, $6. You could sometimes find the 12-month for 30. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to find. I want to try to find something, you know, a little bit more, you know, cost effective. Because Black Desert Online is going to be a badass game. It's badass. I've already played it. I already have it. And it is a badass game as far as combat. My problem with the PC, I feel like there's not a lot of guilds out there. Like, unless you get in good, right? So you had to cut corner. Yeah, because I'm not getting as many views and stuff when I'm doing anything non-Elder Scrolls. So that affects my extra game stuff. So you have to cut corners, man. I was playing 3 platforms. All my little things were paying for my Elder Scrolls 3 platforms. So because when I did that, I had to cut the corner and say, okay, well, I'm just sticking to one MMO at this point that I'm willing to pay for, because I'm not paying Elder Scrolls. And if people were like, well, fuck you, we don't give a shit to watch, which I anticipated, and that's fine. But you know, I'm not gonna pay for things. That me coming to Xbox was because I was getting the support. Then when all of a sudden when I wasn't getting the support, I was like, well, fuck it. Okay, I'm not reinstating my Xbox Live because I'm paid up for a year on PlayStation. I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for that. That costs money. I'm not taking money out of my family's mouth. So it's just what it is, and it's just like I'm not doing that. I'm poor as it is. So it's like, I have to watch how I spend money. I can't throw away money. So if I'm playing one product, it's cool. But if I'm only making X amount and it's paying for the habit itself, that's fine. But if I'm not making enough to justify the cost, well, no, that's not how it goes. I'm a businessman. I mean, not anymore, but I know numbers. Switching the roles. But yeah, no, I think that'll be good. Hey, Ricky, what's up? Hello, hello. Yeah, no, I definitely want to get back on Xbox, get into the Black Desert. I love Black Desert Combat. By all means, probably one of the best combat games ever played, in my opinion. It might not tickle everybody's fancy. The life skills are a little daunting. The grind in Black Desert is a little grindy, man. And that's another problem within itself. No real, like I said, there's just no end game. It's all about PvP in that game. End game is PvP. So you're either going to go ahead and get in guild and get in guild wars and get into node wars. Guild and node wars is where it's at, especially node wars. If you have a big enough guild, you want to get into node wars. You want to get revenue, man. You want to build up. Sieging in that game is fucking phenomenal. It's really good. There's a lot of really cool aspects to the game. The problem of it is, once again, it's not very solo accessible. So if you're going to be a solo player, don't play Black Desert. If you're not going to be about guild play and warfare, here's my advice: don't fuck with Black Desert. That's my opinion. There it is.
Thanks, fools.
Simple suggestion: go back to making build videos once or twice a week. People love build videos, and Fallout 76 is, man. All right. My friend was talking about Fallout 76, and he was like, it's a good game. He's like, I anticipated more towards the hub than the limitation. He's like, it's a good game as far as like being able to do what you typically do in there. He's like, but there's something in the atmosphere that feels a little off. But it's fun gameplay. So he didn't have a negative thing to say about Fallout 76. He just wanted it to be a little more. So, and that's a good thing, though. I mean, I don't feel that's bad. I feel like if there was nothing that came out negative in his test and what he was looking at, well, shit. I mean, there you go. That's a positive. So, you know, could they have maybe pushed the bound a little bit more? Yeah. I'm making a Zerker or a Knight. Are you? Berserker, you mean? Yeah, Berserkers are badass. Berserkers are really fucking cool. Knights, you definitely like your heavy builds, man. And those are pretty heavy. Those are very, very, very heavy classes. I like the grab, I'll be honest, man. I really do like the grab that Berserker has. That is a badass that, you know, you just like, get over here, you know, type attitude, you know. Hey, look at this, man. Why isn't that equipped? Holy fuck me. I didn't save this all stuff from yesterday. Fuck. See, man, that's what happens. There was another piece I got yesterday, too. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. I gotta go save this real quick. Let me check that now. Yeah, 220. Made it 220. Do I still play ESO? Yeah, but I haven't been covering it exclusively anymore. I don't have time to do it. I haven't been covering it exclusively anymore because the performance and the last shit. Wolf Hunter broke the straw for me. I should never PvP'd in ESO. Is what I should have never have done. I should have never PvP'd in the game. I should have stuck to PvE. If I would have just stuck to PvE and Elder Scrolls, I probably would never have left. They put a cooldown on the grabs because it was broken as fuck. Yeah. But it's still cool. It's still fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, I understand they but it's still fucking cool. It's still fucking cool. The grabs is the badass part. Not every class can do it. It's really fucking cool. So, yeah. I mean, Berserker has its limitations. It's very weak against strong range classes. But once a Berserker gets on top of something, shit. If a Berserker gets on top, it's over. You know? The whole thing about it is like mystics and stuff. They're very fast. That they try to avoid getting grabbed, and plus they can do this thing where if somebody grabs them, they can like pull away. So counterplay in Black Desert's really nice. There is some awesome counter play in Black Desert. It's so fast paced though that if you don't know how to counter correctly, you're gone. Are you going to be here for Murkmire? I'll be doing PvP tonight for Murkmire, but I won't be covering any of the PvE stuff. And I won't be coming back to Elder Scrolls until they upgrade the servers. Like, that's the only thing. Like, they need to address more of the counterplay in PvP because they commercialize PvP, right? That's what they do. They commercialize PvP, and it's probably the weakest counter game in an MMO for period in existence. And that's not, I mean, fast-paced combat, yes. Is it buggy as fuck? It's very buggy. What's the counterplay like in Elder Scrolls? Weak as fuck. They got fucking crutch builds all day long. It's just stupid. And performance is lackluster. Your next-gen MMO. Put it this way. I'm playing a game right here that has block break. Elder Scrolls still has problem with it. It's an issue. Berserker gets his hands cannon when they're ascended. Right. But the thing about it, the Berserker is just the damage output to the range capability. Berserker's stronger on top or on that level. The ascended the Berserker's badass. Berserker's badass. Period. So what I like about Black Desert is strengths and weaknesses. That's what I like about it. That's why I like, there's domination in your playstyle. And then there's weaknesses that are also associated. So that's why I like Black Desert. That's where I really like Black Desert more and more. Because there's going to be strong points to that class. There's going to be weak points to that class. That's why I really like it. That's why I like Black Desert. Because Black Desert combat's badass and there's strengths and weaknesses. So it's like, cool. I can roll with that. Because they are giving Murkmire for free. Yeah, I know they are. They have to do something. Their numbers are down, Ricky. They're losing numbers left and right. And for multiple reasons. It's like you had 4 years to upgrade servers. Most of it isn't because of content. They're the best in content. Nobody pushes out content like ZeniMax Online Studio. Nobody. Nobody pushes out better than Bethesda and ZeniMax. The content-wise, you have some of the best development in gaming, period. So content-wise, there's not an issue. There's not. The problem isn't content. It's performance. But Bethesda's been plagued with performance issues in the past, on and on and on and on, with their titles. So now you came out with an MMO, and what, you were hoping that networking was going to be, not really a big deal? Well, no, you need to really pay attention to networking issues now and in performance, because you came out with an MMO title. And the problem of it is not in content, not in graphics, not in any of the base features of Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online's problem to this day is performance. There's no reason why somebody should be on a 5-minute loading screen. No reason. It's unacceptable. It's fucking unacceptable. And 4 years later, they still can't get it under control. They can't. It's not, the game's great. Performance sucks. If that makes sense. Great game, sucky performance. Yo, Jack, what's up? Yeah, but I will be PvPing in Murkmire tonight. I will be. So I will be on there. I think I'm going to get a hold of A-Bomb. I don't know if he's coming in on this one or not. I don't know. Because he's been playing Red Dead. I think Shady's fucking with that too. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to Shady Bomb. Uology. It's been Ghost. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Duck. Haven't talked to Duck for a minute. Turbo. So I'm trying to get a hold of a couple people, see what's up. See if I can get a hold of anybody to try to do some PvP, see what their thoughts are. I'd like to do like a little segment that, you know, what do people think after we done PvP? Where are they at? What do they think? Because when you get like known players in and they talk about it in a room, and you get their responses, pros, cons, what could be done, what needs to be done, and you get the top players that are associated in the community in on that, you get a very good understanding of where it is, where it needs to be, and where it's going, you know? So I'd like to see if I can get with a couple of people. Hell, I'd fucking try to get a hold of Ness, but Ness Quick is like being whatever. I was like, oh, you know, maybe I should talk to Ness. But no, he's being a dick because he's all up in RNC's ass. And RNC's the dumbest motherfucker in the fucking... He's talented, but he's dumb as fuck. Yeah, ESO dropped from 2 to 3 MMOs now. It goes WoW, Final Fantasy 14, then ESO, yeah. ESO's dropping numbers. I mean, I'm not saying it's like hurting like them in a way, but they're dropping. And it's not because of content. It's not. It's not because of content that people are leaving ESO. It's not. ESO is dropping numbers because of performance issues. It's not the content. They push out some of the best content I've ever seen. They do. They push out some of the best content. It's one of my favorite games for a reason. I will tell people that over and over. If I would have stayed in PvE, never touched PvP, I would probably still be there even regardless of the performance issues. But I'm going to be real. 100%. Elder Scrolls performance sucks. PvP, it has the worst counterplay in the history of an MMO. It is the goddamn worst. It's like, what the fuck? You promote PvP and your counterplay is nil, almost nil. You have no proper counter measures to offset each class's capabilities efficiently. Like they just keep ignoring counter and just and thinking PvE. And they have yet to realize what you implement in PvE will trickle to PvP. You cannot do that if you're a PvP game. World of Warcraft learned the fucking hard way. And that's sad. You know, World of Warcraft learned in its infancy. We've got to nip this in the ass now because it's fucking OP. We can't keep a very stable PvP community. So we got to nip it in the ass. And ESO's now having a reverse effect where everybody's been PvPing. And now they're like, people are just saying the performance sucks. Leave. Performance sucks. Leave. This is overpowered. Nerf. This is overpowered. Nerf. This needs help. Buff. You know. I played PvP on the PTS. I really like the changes now. Stacks high resistance because now you have to dodge every attack. That's what I've been telling people, right? This meta, I guess you would say, is about sustain resistance on all boards across. Resistance meta is PvP in Elder Scrolls, which should be relevant, but also crit capability is more effective now because of going back into medium armor. Though I do feel like, and I got to leave here, I'm going to finish off with this note. I felt like stamina dodge roll needed reduced. Them taking away auto dodge I was fine with, but keeping it at that cost is not helping stamina players. So I felt like, given the fact that resource management is already hard in game as it is, depending on how many targets you have to go through, the roll dodge being more skill based is cool, but at the cost, it's still not effective. So I feel like they need to reduce the cost of dodge roll at least by 15 to 20% because we have no more auto dodge. My opinion, though. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for stopping in. I will be PvPing tonight on Elder Scrolls. It'll be late in the evening, but I will be doing it. I'll be downloading it so I can give my opinion and feedbacks on what's been going on. And once again, I want to thank everybody. Thank all of you. And I'm hoping to get on Black Desert sometime next week if I can afford to get my Xbox Live back on. Okay, so once again, thank you guys. Mystic Raven, Mystics MMOs, and as always, have a nice day.